and welcome to Sports Betting Illuminated, where we play with the house, not against it. I'm your host, Ariel Miller, author of Sports Betting Illuminated, my book which outlines all of my strategies on how I've been able to obtain anywhere between a 30 to 40+% ROI across multiple sports leagues, season after season. And I have the hard copies finally here, and they are ready to be shipped out and delivered to bookstores across the nation, actually across the world. So find Sports Betting Illuminated at Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, or of course you could order it directly from me and signed by me, of course. Hello DJ Ray. Hey David. Good morning everyone. I hope you are having a wonderful winning Sunday morning. Hey the Sharp, welcome in. Good morning Tyler. Hello everyone. Thank you so much for coming to Sports Betting Illuminated this morning. Now before we get started, I wanted to dive into my ongoing ROI just to give you some of the numbers and insights on how well I'm doing this season, because it's actually kind of amazing. So far in the NFL, I have a 35% ROI. So I've played 32 units. I have a 35% ROI. That means return on investment, a 68.8% win rate. And what this breaks down to is I've been approximately playing 4.5 units per week on the NFL. So as you could see, it's not a lot of betting that I'm doing. I'm very selective with the games that I'm betting on and really cherry picking them. That's how I'm able to obtain the high ROIs. So it is a little bit of a different strategy. Hey J-Rez, good morning. Thanks so much for coming into my stream, everyone. It is a little bit of a different strategy to have only a few units being placed across multiple games every week. But truly, I have high unit sizes, and that's how I'm able to get my ROI so high. I'm not playing 12 units a week or more. I know a lot of people out there are, and to me, that is the one thing that always consistently brings down my ROI. Sometimes more plays aren't more profitable, and that's the truth. Now in my NBA ROI, I'm sitting at 71.8%. I have a 90% win rate, and I've played 10 units so far. So this is an average of 2 plays a day that I've been making in the NBA, and it's been very profitable. As you can see, this is a very high ROI at 71.8%. I know it's not going to last forever. You know, I'm a realist. I know that we're doing really well so far, starting the season off strong, but obviously, as the sports books gather more data throughout the season, these numbers are going to get a lot tighter, and that just means that the sports books are doing their job correctly. So we're doing well so far. Don't get me wrong, we're doing really well in the NBA, but I know it's not going to last forever. But while it is lasting, and we have a 90% win rate, and we have a 71.8% ROI, like, definitely celebrate it, but don't go overkill. You know, don't get too high on the high, and don't get too low on the lows. That's always what I preach, and that's very important. Hello everyone, welcome in. Hey Craig, I'm so glad to hear that. Oh yes, we definitely need to get our minds right. I agree with that for sure. I have my little monster bong here with me. The mushrooms are up there, obviously, but I thought this is cute for Halloween, and of course I still have one more outfit that I'm gonna show you guys, so I can't wait for that. I have been crushing the NBA. It's been a lot of fun. So it's been fun diving back into this for really like my second season, really like hardcore diving into the NBA. Now, as you guys recall from the Thursday night episode, I was leaning towards the over in the Vikings-Rams game. Ultimately, I did not bet on this game, but at the same time, I didn't feel bad watching the over hit. You know, I'm not sitting around saying the next lean I am going to bet on. Truthfully, more of my leans hit than they don't. But ultimately, I still cherry pick, even knowing that, because it's better for my ROI overall. It's better to have a high ROI, and I want to keep my ROI above 30%, and it's hard to do that with a lot of plays. So even though I saw that play hit, and if you took it on Thursday night, congratulations. So let's keep winning. You know, like I say, I really cherry pick, and I want to emphasize that point because it's important for bettors to not go crazy betting a bunch of bets out there, but to really do the thorough analysis that you need and focus in on the 1 or 2 or 3 games that you know you're going to hit. All right, that's all I wanted to say here. I think it is time for some cannabis. With all of the talk of everyone on the internet talking about the Aurora Borealis recently, I had to go out and grab the Northern Lights strain. This is indica leaning, and it's known for its sweet and spicy aroma. It provides a relaxing and euphoric experience, and it's also great for muscle relaxation and like relieving tension in your body. So I love that for this strain. It might be a good strain for people who have tension to start enjoying. So let's enjoy some now. Ooh, I am definitely sitting back and getting my mind right to win some wagers. That was a good one. And you're right, DJ Ray, this outfit is fire. So, I think it's time to show you all my outfit. I am a witch. What? Did you get censored? I think my chat censored you. I'm sorry. Sharp. Okay. Oh, I am smoking. Okay, I see it now on a different chat board. I'm sorry my chat censored you. I'm gonna look into that and figure out what's going on there. But yeah, pretty pro stuff. I like the Northern Lights cannabis strain. It's very good and, you know, could be beneficial for a lot of people out there. All right, now moving on to my outfit today. I am a witch. This is the outfit. And of course, I have my little sidekick, Biscuit. She's my little bat. Doesn't she look so cute? Don't we make such a cute, like, Halloween costume? The Biscuit and the Witch. The bat and the witch. I love it. We're always twinning and winning, and that's what I love. And as you can see right here, she has 2 far infrared colors on. Let me get a little closer to the camera and show all of you. She has 2 far infrared colors on. They're both custom. She's a little sleepy. Sorry, guys. She's a little sleepy. She's bored already. Just kidding. Yeah, she has 2 far infrared colors on because she's a little jumpy, as you could see. She's old. She's about to turn 18 in March, and these really helped her. It was crazy though. It wasn't just verified by me, but like my aunt, my mom, everyone was like, how is Biscuit able to start wagging her tail again and having like the zoomies through the house? And she was so arthritic, and she is jumpy because she did get attacked by a few big dogs a few years ago, and you know, so now she's very anxious, and having a far infrared on her has really helped her arthritis. It's helped her be able to just get in and out of bed in the morning. So I just want to show you guys, those are her far infrared collars. They're custom for her neck size, and anyone that wants to learn a little bit more about the far infrared jewelry that I make, please feel free to write me anytime with any questions that you might have, because truthfully, you know, doing the far infrared, wearing the far infrared jewelry, you know, the biggest difference is in your animals, because they can't really show you that they're feeling, I mean, they can't really tell you like, hey, this works for me. They show you that it works for them through their actions, through being able to wag their tail again for the first time in a year, you know, for being able to get up and out of bed without all the arthritis and stuff. So I just love seeing it. I love how this works for animals, but just remember, it does the same thing for humans as well. So it's doing the same thing if you have neck pain, if you have, you know, hand tension, all of that stuff. I mean, I know everyone's getting problems with their hands from all the typing and stuff we're doing. So just like you could see it work on your animals, that's what it's doing for you, even if it doesn't have like the same like big immediate noticeable effect like you would see in your animals. It's doing the same effect for you, so you will feel like the tension starting to go away in your neck and in your wrists and everywhere over time by wearing the far infrared bracelets. And yeah, that's why Biscuit wears them, because it really truly helps her, and it's the one thing that I've seen work better than anything for animals. All right, now that we've got that out of the way, let's jump into some of my actual wagers of the day, starting with the game of the day. And truthfully, to me, this is the only matchup that is really worthy of a solid wager. But truthfully, I like the Broncos to beat up the Panthers. I bet this at -9.5 earlier. It's already moved out to -11. But this still looks good in my eyes. I liked how it opened up at -7. It had that huge initial move to -9 on level 1 money. Then it moved to -9.5 with some Broncos money jumping in here. And now another huge move to -11. There's level 2 money on it now. This is a double tap play. So I played it again. That's what I'm trying to say here. I like this play a lot. And yeah, this is to me the game of the day, the play of the day. Now, I have a lot of props for you, but before I dive into that, let's just get right into the 2-minute drill. See you later, DJ Ray. Thanks for stopping by. For sports bettors and fantasy sports enthusiasts, Cerebro Sports' new AI-powered tools are a game changer. Backed by NBA owner and investor Mark Cuban, Cerebro is already a leader in basketball analytics. With its global database covering over 1.3 million players, it is a trusted resource for NBA teams and scouts. But now, the AI advantage is available to you everywhere. In today's data-driven world, having the right insights is everything. But with more data than ever, making sense of all of it can be overwhelming. That's where Cerebro's new AI chatbot comes in, giving you instant access to advanced stats and trends. Picture this, you're betting on a game and you want to know how a rookie guard stacks up against veteran defenders. Before, you'd spend hours combing through your stats. Now, Cerebro's AI can reveal insights like how that player performs under pressure, or how they perform during clutch moments, turning hidden insights into betting advantages. You'll have insights that would have taken you hours to find. Now, they're at your fingertips. And if you play fantasy sports, the AI can highlight players who might be undervalued, like a bench player who thrives in back-to-back games. It's these small edges that can make a big difference in winning your league. The bottom line, data is king, but AI is the kingmaker. Cerebro's partnership with Google makes this power accessible to anyone wanting to stay ahead. As someone who's committed to mastering AI through my studies at the McCombs School of Business at UT Austin, I'm here to help you navigate this powerful new world of opportunity. Together, we can turn data into your secret weapon for success. I hope you guys all enjoyed that 2-minute drill. That was less than 2 minutes, so we're well under the time limit. And if you have any questions about AI, of course, feel free to reach out to me. Of course, I have so much more information about AI and its role in sports betting here in this book. I dive into different coding languages that you would use to build your own AI model, different programs that you would run, to create your AI model. And basically, really, I dive into what this tools are that the sports books are using and how they're able to make all of their predictions and their analysis. And it took a lot of research to create the book as well, because it's in depth. It's really in depth on what the sports books are doing, how they're collecting information, and how you could use these tools to your advantage as well. So I'm so glad that you're enjoying these videos. I can't wait to really dive more into AI with all of you, because AI is the future. It's really been kind of the backbone of the sports betting industry for a while. It encompasses machine learning. It encompasses deep learning. Like, all of this is encompassed in the world of AI, artificial intelligence. So I can't wait to get my degree, my post-grad certification in AI and machine learning, and I am on my way there right now. After the show, even I have a class, so I will go be a student for a little while. Now, I promised you some props. Let's dive into them. These are all running back props. So a lot of people have been asking me to play more typical props that you would see, and these are props between even money and -110. So of course, I had that video talking about how I only play plus money props, and this isn't because I haven't been doing well on my plus money props. I have, in fact, we've been hitting a lot of them for a really high ROI. But today we're going to really talk about some more typical props that you would see between even money and -110. So let's dive into these running back props. Thank you so much, Sharp. I appreciate that. And let's talk about the Browns running back, Nick Chubb. I like Nick Chubb longest rush to go under 12.5 yards. You could get this at even money. And by the way, because these are all even money to -110, I do feel very confident about all of these props. Of course, there's more certainty in, picking these props versus like some higher plus money props. But I like the high plus money props as well. You never know when those are gonna hit, but I feel very confident about these today. Okay, moving on to the Texans running back. I like Joe Mixon to go over 17.5 rush attempts. You could get this at -105 right now. I'm glad you reached out too earlier, Craig. Thank you so much. You reached out to me through my email, and of course, I just want to remind everyone here watching this show, you could reach out to me anytime through my free daily emails, which are available at arielcalista.com, just by clicking on the Stay in Touch button. You could always reply back to them. It's always me replying back to them and, giving you my analysis on any questions that you might have, or if you just want to chat, I'm always around. And so make sure to sign up for my free daily emails. And also, while you're at it, please like and subscribe to my channel right now. Give me a thumbs up on this video if you're enjoying it so far. If you want to see more content like this, it really also just helps me in algorithm. As you know, I'm a small creator right now. So please help by liking, subscribing, and of course, telling a friend. Now let's get into my third and final prop. This one, I am looking at Dolphins running back James Conner to go over 10.5 receiving yards. You could get this at -110 right now. So I like that. These are all my running back props. And I think now it is time to move on to some cannabis. Let's go. Tapping is a popular method for consuming cannabis concentrates, like wax, sometimes called crumble, shatter, butter, batter. It involves using a dab rig or electronic dab pen to heat the concentrate between temperatures between 315 to 900 degrees Fahrenheit. This high heat is crucial for dabbing. However, such high temperatures also tend to burn off any natural terpenes in the concentrate. Now, let's compare the two options for dabbing. I have dispensary sold cannabis wax and THCA isolate from smoke shops. Dispensary concentrates, typically priced around $70 per gram, contain high THC levels between 60 and 80% and a broad spectrum of cannabinoids and terpenes. However, the high heat from dabbing destroys most of the terpenes, making the benefit of the fuller spectrum insignificant. On the other hand, THCA isolate from smoke shops is often priced at just $35 for 2 grams, offering a more budget-friendly alternative. When heated, THCA isolate converts directly into THC, providing a potent high similar or stronger than that to dispensary wax. Let's see, should I pay $70 per gram with 20% tax for something, or should I pay its alternative, which costs about $17.50 per gram with an 8% tax and has the same effects as the concentrates from the dispensary? If you want to try these excellent dabs, let me know in the comments. I can ship them to you discreetly at the best prices, and it is completely legal. That is right. I have my dab right here that I've been enjoying. I actually have 2 different flavors, but this one right here is called Blue Dream, and I really like it. I've been enjoying this THCA concentrate, so if anyone would like to try it, or if you have any questions about it, of course my company will ship it to you, and that is perfectly legal through the 2018 Farm Bill. So you can federally ship all of the THCA. Delta 8 is completely legal. You just put a little note in a package saying what it is, and of course all of these products are also tested. So I mean, before I put anything in my store, I look at the COAs. I make sure that their products are tested by a third-party lab, and I do that with all of my own products as well. That's just a standard in the cannabis industry across the board. You have to go through the third-party testing to actually even be able to sell a product. And I think so. You know, I haven't done any research and testing on this, but I do find that I am going through the THCA concentrates a lot slower, and I really can't wait to see smoke shops starting to catch on to the concentrates that are being offered, and start offering them themselves, because people are paying a lot for wax in dispensaries. Sometimes upwards of $90 a gram, and that's insane, especially when there's the same product being offered to you for $17. Why would you pay $90 for it? Just doesn't make any sense to me. All right, now let's dive into my last 2 games. As you know, I was talking about the Bears versus Commanders game. I did play the Chicago Bears over the Commanders when I thought Jaden Daniel wasn't going to make the game. However, I was able to void this bet, and I backed out when I saw that he was playing. So I would recommend to everyone to just stay away from this, because you don't have to bet on every single game. It is okay to back out of a game. And you know, I mean, even if I see that the Bears win after all of this, even after I backed out, I'm not going to go and be upset about it. You know, it's not like the door shuts behind you. I see a lot of handicappers out there. They like to make a play and they just won't back out of it. Even if it's not looking favorable for them, even if the line's moving in the right direction or wrong direction, they won't back out of it. Maybe it's I don't know. I really don't know why, but it's okay. But sports betting is not, we're not in a horror movie. It's not like you go in the wrong door and it slams behind you and you can't back out of it. It's okay to back out of a bet, especially if it's not looking like it's going to win for you. It's better to, back out of it. And in most cases, you can back out of it without taking a loss like I did. But in some cases, you might take a small loss. But seriously, it's okay to do that sometimes. Thoughts on a Yankees bounce back? Ooh. I do have a lot of thoughts here. I will dive into that, but I don't know. I don't know if I should go on a rant of all my thoughts here. You know what? Let me go cover the rest of my lanes here, and I will give you my thoughts on that at the end, because there's a lot to say. Okay, so I do have 2 leans today. And like I said, these are leans. You don't have to play everything. And for me, these haven't quite developed into the level of a play yet. But I am looking at the spread on the Falcons. They moved from 2.5-point underdogs to 2.5-point favorites. However, this was a big early move, and the line just hasn't really moved since. I think this is going to be really tight to the number here. It just hasn't moved. I would like to see it move a little bit further. I would love to see it move a little bit further. But this just seems like it's going to be very tight to the number. So I don't know. It's a lean right now. Now, I have a stronger lean in the Ravens versus Browns game. The total. I like the over 45 here. This is a stronger lean for me, just because, but why this hasn't risen to a level of play, even though this did open up at 42.5, it moved all the way out to 45 on level 4 money. And seeing it go from 42.5 to 44.5 to 45 on level 4 money, pretty consistent money. There was level 5 money there before. Some of it's died out to level 4 money, but it's still super strong, significant money. I like how this is moving, but the only thing that makes this more of a lean than like a sure definite bet, but something that I would say everyone should keep their eyes on, and for the action players, this is definitely like a stronger lean than my other one. It's just that the Ravens are an over team and they score many points, while the Browns are good at keeping the score low. And that's how these teams perform. So playing an over here is, of course, a little more questionable, but this is a stronger lean than I would say the Falcons is right now at the moment. Oh, anytime. I'm glad you guys are liking the info here, and yeah, sometimes just not playing is okay. I'm not going to be mad at myself for avoiding the bet in the end. It's just, to me, it's just a non-play. That's it. It's just simply that, I basically take it off my list, and you just don't dwell on it. Don't think about it, Take a step back from sports gambling sometimes, and like, don't let yourself be like so emotional. You could really just take a step back and just walk away from a bet sometimes, because it's better than, like losing it and bringing down your ROI. So, all right, you might be wondering about some other leans that I have. I'm going to give you just a few more leans that I'm looking at. These are not as strong as the other leans that I just mentioned here, but just kind of some of my feelings on some of these games, I guess you could say. Okay, well, first, I am looking at the Cowboys 49ers game, and I'm thinking that the Cowboys are going to have a good game against the 49ers here. It just seems like 49ers can't seem to really get it together at the moment, so I am leaning slightly towards the Cowboys. I think this might be a good game for them. This hasn't risen to the level of that yet, but it's something I'm watching. I'm also looking at the Jets versus Patriots game. I know the Jets aren't going to lose to the Patriots, but I also think that this is going to be a very tight to the line game, so I'm not going to run out and jump on a spread right now. I think this is going to be a very close game. And of course, the last game that I'm also looking at is on Monday night. It is Giants versus Steelers. At this moment, I am favoring the Steelers, but this has not raised to the level of a play. I also think this has the potential to be a very low scoring game. So those are what I'm looking at right now. I would like to see some more development, of course, on all of these plays. And yeah, that's kind of what I like right now. Okay, now back to your question, Craig. I gotta admit, I'm leaning towards the Dodgers this year. I kind of hinted at that in my morning email. You know, they should bounce back a little bit. You know, I expect that for the Yankees. They are a good team. I mean, it's one of those exciting years where you really do have the two best teams in baseball playing each other, and it's fun to watch. But I don't know, I think this is going to... I feel like the Dodgers are they're just superstars right now. I mean, there's nothing more you can say. I just think that they're kind of performing at their best, and I just don't think anything is going to stop them. I do think, though, there is a potential for the Yankees to really be better at home. It's where they're comfortable. You know, they're going to be in their own beds, getting rest at night. So, you know, that's always a factor. But I still I'm leaning towards the Dodgers a little bit. But, you know, also I kind of ended up wrapping up my MLB season. So, yeah, that's a wrap for me. I ended my season with a 25.7% ROI, a 61.3% win rate on 359 units. So it was pretty good, especially when I was doing a lot of other sports at the same time, doing the WNBA. But yeah, the MLB season is over for me. I'm not really betting on it anymore. But these are going to be really fun games to watch. Now I'm going to pull up all of my picks, plays of the day. Of course, you could screenshot it. It is all right here. I also did mention, you know, there's a lean versus like a strong lean. So a lot of you who are action players, like, you know what that means for you, or, you know, but also make like adjustments as necessary, you know, knowing that these are leans. All right, everyone. So I hope you enjoyed Sports Betting Illuminated today. This was such a fun Sunday show. I think if there is one takeaway that I would love everyone to really remember as they go into this next sports betting week, as there are so many games to bet on. Seriously. And one thing I would like for everyone to remember is to really slow down. Don't play so many units. Really pick out the best games and limit it. Don't go playing 20 units every week. You know, really limit it down. As you can see, that's what I do, and that's how I've been able to be so profitable, have such a high ROI. I mean, having a high ROI is really important, and there's just no way to do that when you're playing so many games every week. So really cherry pick the best of them. You know, do your best strategy and analysis to the best of your abilities that you can before the game. And then sit back, relax, enjoy it, and start winning. All right, thank you so much for joining, Ken Leo. I hope you all had a wonderful Sunday morning. Thank you so much for coming to the Sports Betting Illuminated stream. Of course, please remember to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, tell a friend, and of course, join my free daily emails. They go out every single day and are always free. They have all of my line analysis, the sports news of the day, my picks of the day, pictures of me every day. What can go wrong here? And are always going to be free forever. Sign up just by clicking on the stay in touch button at arielcalista.com. My new book is out. I am sending out signed copies. So of course check your emails as well, because I will have the links in there to get your signed copies from me, or of course order the ebooks. Thank you so much for joining me. My next stream will be Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. I can't wait for you to see my costume, and thank you for coming. Please tell a friend. Have a great Sunday, and may you win a lot of wagers.